Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Henry swing arm glass shade sconce. This is going to be the 2093-26. There's also a metal version of this. Lots of great Henrys in the line. Check them all out if you can. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 10.5 inches tall. The width on it is coming in at 9.2. Projection is 21 inches, and that's going to be from the wall to all the way out to the end of that shade. Those shades are going to be available to you in two different types of heavy cast glass. Hubbardton does not mince words when it comes to glass. They just go for the best glass manufacturers they can find. And you're going to have a clear piece of glass on this available. You're also going to have a frosted piece of glass on this available. And there's also a version of this that is going to be available with a metal shade, so you might want to check that one out too. Okay, the back plate on this is 5.5 inches round. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box. Pretty important when you go back to our website, Handmade in Vermont, and you look at this fixture and look at the details in the description, you're going to see a little note, and it's going to talk about the color of the socket. Okay, so you're going to have a bunch of Hubbardton Forge metal finishes, which are going to use a black socket, and you're going to have a bunch of them that are going to use a polished nickel socket. So it's important for you guys to go there so you can see that. So the mounting height on this distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the junction box is coming in at 2.8, and that piece of glass, that is, let's see, 2.8 inches tall, 9.2 inches in diameter, and you probably already knew that because we know the width on it is 9.2, and that's the largest place there. Okay, let's talk about this. It's going to be important, but before we go there, let's talk about the installations instructions, because I want to show you more information about this. How we're going to do it is we're going to go to that side of the screen on our page, Handmade in Vermont, on this fixture. You're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, how it goes together. It's going to show you how this can articulate. So the shade can go up and down. There's a thumb screw just up higher on the shaft there, and it can kind of go side to side just a little bit. So these are little things you want to know, but there's a lot of good line drawings on those install sheets, so take advantage of them. They're always there for you. You can see how it goes onto your junction box, lots of little details there. And also the inside of that back plate, a lot of people want to see that. Circling back to our friend here, our little socket, medium base E26 socket. It's going to have a dimmer built into it. So there's a circuit hiding inside of this that's allowed this to turn on. You can kind of hear it clicking, and then it's going to go full power, and then you can rotate it back, and it's just a nice, clean, smooth transition when you're dimming it down. And that takes us to bulbs of what you can do with this. So it's a medium base socket, which means you can pretty much put in whatever you want. If you want to stick with incandescent, you can still do that up to, let's see, a 60-watt bulb, but most people are not going to do that. They're going to go for LEDs, which you should too. And now these are traditional LEDs. I don't think these are going to be very pretty in this fixture because I am going to be able to see my bulbs. I generally will probably not go for those. I'll go for something that has kind of an Edison feel to it, a clear bulb, the little filaments inside. You can buy those Edison bulbs. They have little points on them. They're a little different shape, and they're clear. And it kind of looks like Thomas Edison made them for you in the back of his house. In his barn, basically. However, these almost look the same, and these are pretty much everywhere now. Clear glass, filament inside that's phosphorus. A lot of people don't even know that, but it's okay. These come in like a 40-watt equivalent, 60-watt equivalent, 75-watt equivalent, 100-watt equivalent. If you really wanted to, you could put a 150-watt equivalent bulb like this in this fixture without any problem at all. It would look great, and it would dim perfectly as long as you bought a perfect dimmable version of that bulb. The light coming out of these bulbs will be offered to you in different ways when you go out in the marketplace, and you can buy them at your grocery store at this point. They're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun. They're going to offer them to you in something called daylight. Be careful of that one. That is a blue-white light, kind of like an overcast day, convenience store, and that's going to be 4000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is 3000 Kelvin, and that's the light coming down on this table. That's a warm white, soft white. You'll see it there, 3000 Kelvin. That's what we like to use, like I said. And it kind of mimics the light of an incandescent bulb. So it's really up to you what you guys put into this. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your project, a cool thing you can do is you can send us pictures of your room, of what you're doing, to kind of describe it, tell us what you want us to do. We can use our very powerful AI tools, take this fixture, put it into your room setting, send it back to you as a full color rendering. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a great opportunity for you to see a mock-up this and how it's going to look in your project. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.